remember.
That was hilarious. Great job.
But all things said, just hyped to see what he builds.
Let's get into it. Game number 2. Can I just say, by the way, as well, isn't it? In fact, I might have to hold that thought because we do have a 5-man smoke coming out once again here from Shopify Rebellion, but it seems like there's no heroes nearby anyway. Can I just say with this OD hero, when do we get to a point where this Meteor Hammer build just doesn't exist anymore?
Never.
This item only suits OD. Only OD. Like, who else picks up this item?
Is it only OD?
I mean, who else?
No one. You're right. Like at the moment, I don't think there's a single other hero that buys it. Some Treant pickers do it.
Ah, of course, the train pickers.
Yeah, some.
Yeah.
No, not too many.
The real sickos.
Yeah. What I'm hyped about is also Saberlight Tusk on the offlane. Like, this guy can really make some of these heroes shine on offlane. Like Tusk, I remember him back in the day. He'd play for some Czech stack, and was it Czech? I believe they were from Czech Republic. Yeah.
All that thought. Maybe a bit of a fight. First blood was drawn by Shopify Rebellion last game around. This time around, they aren't going to be able to secure it, but they do get a fair bit of damage onto Love on that Mirana. You know, I'm very curious as to how this game 2 goes, because you were very scared with this draft from Shopify Rebellion. You were like, I'm not sure about this one. Even I myself, looking at the draft, I'm like, I don't know what exactly they're trying to do here, but I'm very curious to see what they get to do. Fear made a very good point, though, on the panel, didn't he? Like, Saberlight being in that offlane does enable you to run these kind of...
different heroes?
Right.
Yeah.
Not Storm Spirit every game, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's cool because...
Shout out to Boba. I know he's watching. I love you, Boba. It's just a joke.
What's wrong with playing Storm Spirit like 15 games in a row? Gotta practice. Yeah, because of the way you draft even now, right? Like a lot of these heroes that can be played on offlane are flexible on mid, so you can pick this flex pick early on like a Tusk, and everyone is thinking he's going mid, when in fact you last pick your mid.
Bottom lane, Love already getting kind of jumped on here. Crit, one more hit might do it, and he does get it. First blood once again being drawn here by Shopify Rebellion. Meanwhile, across the map, Arteezy able to secure his own kill onto 9 on that Tiny. So far, so good. Both side lanes going very well for Shopify Rebellion to get started.
The bottom kill basically worked because of the Starstorm that Mirana went for. Like, you go for Starstorm, you need to get a little bit close and personal, right? And you get punished easily because of that. Mirana is still not level 2. And they're going on him again. Bottom lane.
Love, he's just going to drop. Crit, he might go down as well. The lane, he can't really keep up with the Hoodwink. So Crit going to be able to get out of range. And it's going to be a secondary kill on this Mirana, and more gold to go the way of this Hoodwink.
Yeah, this time around he won't even have a TP. He smokes himself up just to get to the lane a little bit faster.
Ah, the walk of shame.
The smoked walk of shame. Like, he smoked and no one can see him.
Oh, it happens, you know.
Yeah. But it's a rough lane. Like, there's, I believe Fear said it, or Snare. There is no kill potential between the two of them. Like Jug and Mirana. Maybe if you land some arrow and that's it. And because of this new age build where everyone is going for Starstorm level 1 to trade better, right? He gets closer. Once he gets hit by Bushwhack, he's just dead.
Absolutely. How's the mid lane been going as well? Like, Arbeds against Esk, like this OD versus Ember matchup seems to be going quite well. In fact, hold that thought, because top lane, Nine's going to drop once again. Arteezy able to secure his second kill of the game. Pretty much the dream for any carry player to be able to pick up these kind of kills throughout the laning stage. And I mean, it's not something I was quite expecting, like this Nature's Prophet CM combo to be just so potent, but they're just able to constantly get kills. And speaking of kills, Love's gone. Saberlight is being chased down, but they can't do much about him. More kills to go the way of Shopify Rebellion. Right now, they're speedrunning this game too.
Yeah, this bottom lane is kind of a disaster for Radiant. Top lane as well isn't going that well. Like, isn't going well at all, actually. 18 CS on Prophet versus 9 on that Prophet.
It's a rough affair. to say the least, for Thiuth. And Shopify Rebellion, we'll see how much they can keep this aggression up.
At least the mid lane is kind of even, right? Like, that's something that they have going for them. And that's the lane that I would look forward the most after, like, minutes 5 and 6. It all comes down to the Ember and how he rotates. Like, if he makes a couple of good rotations, he can definitely bring them back into it.
Absolutely. By the way, good news, Abed is not building Meteor Hammer.
Good news.
Very good news.
Very good.
We're going to get to see something different from OD this time around. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, I don't think, like, if you're mid and if you're supposed to hit hard, you don't go for Meteor Hammer anyway.
Yeah.
There's just different builds that you can go for. Right-clicking OD is not broken by any means, but it's still strong. Yes. It had that one patch in which it was just completely ridiculous.
My goodness, he's really copping some damage now on this Ember. It's not a very fun mid lane whatsoever, and Abed just using that the astral imprisonment to his advantage. Not much S can really do about it. Just constantly copping that damage.
Yeah, Ember just needs to be careful once Abed is close to 6, so he doesn't get blown up by Senti's Eclipse. As you can see, Astral Imprisonment is level 3, he's just taking a lot of mana away from him.
It's just so ridiculous having to go up against this hero. Like, you can't do anything. Yes, he's just chipping away slowly at Abed, but Abed knows, I'm going to have Astral again very, very soon. And like you said, level 6 comes along, he's just dead. There's no two ways about it. You are going to die.
Yeah, he's keeping up really well so far. Like, he managed to stay alive, get some CS, only 7 CS behind, considering how absurd the lane is. In my opinion, he's done all right.
Absolutely. Esk, though, he might have to deal with Crit very soon. The Hoodwink rotating into the mid lane as well. So Crit's not going to find the angle he's been looking for. Maybe going back down to help Saberlight out. Speaking of Saberlight, going on to Love for a moment there on the Mirana, but Love's going to be just fine to leap away and be able to survive. Crit is back into the mid lane, trying to be as annoying as humanly possible here towards Esk. Poor old Esk. Like, he's got to deal with the OD, he's got to deal with this Ember, or rather this Hoodwink and Abed. Well, now he's being chased down by 9, but 9's got no mana. He can't toss back Abed, and meanwhile Arteezy ends up finding Napkin in the top lane, and here's that turn you talked about. Esk, he's going to try and go for a run. They'll toss up the Hoodwink. There's your Sanity's Eclipse. It's just doing so much damage, and Arteezy, he'll TP in. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Take the double kill. Easy.
TP's in, cleans up after he killed the Dead Prophet on top lane. Also can start pressuring maybe even the tier 1 tower because there's a catapult. Like, I'm not sure, can Radiant defend this? Like,
I think the answer is no.
I think the answer is no as well. Like, they're just going to lose their tier 1 tower mid 7. It's rough. Good rotation by Arteezy and good read from him that he can just stay there as the Carti was coming in.
You can see Shopify feeling very satisfied. Everyone just kind of having a good laugh. I mean, 7 minutes in, you've got the tier 1 mid tower down. That's going to be a great feeling. And this could be a very quick game with the way this is going. Like, sure, your Jug's farming well, but it is still a Jug at the end of the day. It just feels like this hero as a position 1 needs so much time. And I think it was Snare who brought it up. Jug's just that hero. It's just Jug. You know?
It's just Jug, yeah. When you don't know what to pick, and it kind of feels good to have built-in Magic community, you go Jug.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's going to be okay for now, but Arteezy was being very cheeky with the old Treant blocks. And
Arteezy's about hit 6, so need to be really careful.
Poor old Napkin's still at level 4 here on the Death Prophet. And, well, bottom lane, looks like there is a fight to break out. Omni Slash to fly through, but it's really just doing no damage. Lamey's gone. It's pretty rough. Like, now your Jug's dying on the bot lane as well. Saberlight's well and truly online. Pretty much only 1 CS behind the Jug. So every lane's gone the way of Shopify Rebellion. They haven't dropped a death yet, which does give us a fun game to play, because now the first person to die on the side of Shopify Rebellion is, you know...
kicked?
Absolutely. Get rid of him. Mid lane, onto the Ember they go once again. Avalanche might just barely save the day, but no, Esk, he's just gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure just how did it go so poorly so fast for Radiant. Like, this is... It's hard to watch, right? Like 0-10, 5k up, 8 minutes in.
Bottom, Love, leap charges, using all of them basically to try and get out of this. That's his last one. Shards on target. He's just trapped up. Saberlight. Why are you going to do him like that?
Yeah, they just move away. Cool guys don't look at explosions, right?
Absolutely not. Esk, well, he's in now. Crit, he might be the first one to die, or maybe not. You don't want to be that guy, but Esk. Oh, he messes up the Remnant. Meanwhile, top lane, Napkin, 9, trying to go after Arteezy. He'll just TP out. No problem. Here we go again.
Yeah. It's rough. Sometimes nothing goes your way. You're way too far behind, and just staying in this game is difficult.
Certainly is. 0 to 13 now, 5k advantage. You know what, Lizard? I've been asking you all day. Coach Lizard.
What to do now?
Tell us, Coach. What are we doing?
These very easy, very easy questions. I'm sorry to say, I don't have an easy solution.
I appreciate that, Lizard. Don't you worry.
Like in a moment such as this one, I pray to Gaben that someone will disconnect on the enemy side. You know, I save my points.
I feel you. I feel you.
I always play until the end, though, right? Like I never, even in pubs, I never quit down. No. I'll play the game until the end. It doesn't matter.
That's a good chat energy right there, Lizard. Well done. Flamey. Oh, Omni Slash is there. It's going to be bounced around between Crit and Saberlight, but again, there's just no damage. It's a full 5v5 engagement here down on the bot side. They've got the Jug already, or do they? Flamey, he is going to drop. 9, trying to mess around here. He's found Arbed, but where's your follow-up? Where's the damage? Fly does at least go down, so they find 1 kill for their trouble, but there goes a 3rd. There goes a 4th. They're losing absolutely everything. Esk is still trying to fight Saberlight. He'll just tank through it. Meanwhile, Napkin goes down to the Sanity's Eclipse. There's only 1 hero left.
They did get Fly, though.
They got Fly. Fly,
he's out.
We'll see you later, Fly. It happens. So Shopify Rebellion now, 1 to 17. 8k advantage. A bit of a rough position to say the least. 11 minutes in.
And no one even on the side of Shopify is itemizing poorly. You know, sometimes teams get a little bit relaxed. They give you that one chance because they're so far ahead. They get relaxed a little bit by maybe some items that aren't optimal. But yeah.
Avalanche, oh, there's the ulti out from Fly. He's not going to allow anything to happen to his cause. In comes Arteezy, Sprout to block Napkin. He won't even Sprout the Death Prophet, he'll just block the way. Just block the way. Plant some trees. Love. He'll try to run. Crit, he will miss the Bushwhack, so they won't be able to follow up onto that Mirana.
They're so far ahead, and it's also with the Furion, so every time you even think about having an advantageous fight, like, okay, they don't have their carry. Nope. He just teleports in.
It's real rough. Yeah. It is real rough. And
he has Atos now completed too. He didn't have it in that last fight, but he didn't have it only because this courier has been flying after him for the last 3 minutes. Literally from top to bottom, from bottom to top. This poor courier needs a raise.
Yeah, he certainly does. Fly. Gonna get caught out. Top side. Oh, they found the Emperor. Oh, Bushwhack's not going to connect though. Crit's a bit off the mark there. No acorn shot and just a bit off the mark on that right side tree. So
there's a Quelling Blade on Ember. I don't think you can connect that, like no matter how fast you are. So if he is just flicking the Quelling Blade next to him.
Well, that one will land though. Napkin does get caught out with the Bushwhack and he gets bursted down. Arteezy happy to take the kill for his team.
1 to 21.
How high does the score go before they call it?
They won't call it. If they didn't call it up to this point.
It's a rough affair. Like, you might play the whole thing out, but it's like, how do you actually get back into the game against a Prophet and an OD and a Task?
I mean, you try. It's practice, if nothing else, right? Like, the way I looked at it before, and I've had many of these games, it's just practice in the end. Look, this might be that one last smoke, sadly.
Let's see. Thiuth, Lamey, gonna get spotted. Bushwhack is there. Walrus punch out. Sanity's not quite enough. Lamey, he's gonna go for a run. Healing ward down, but it is taken out. Maybe they have got a team fight. Arbed's gonna drop. They've got the OD down. Crit's in trouble. He's gonna drop as well. They are fighting back on the side of Thiuth. They'll go after Arteezy. That's the main one. Napkin, he will barely go down. Esk is still chasing. They want Arteezy so darn bad, but these damn trees are in the way. They'll chain him up. Can they get the damage out? It's not going to happen. It will not happen. Arteezy will survive. Godlike spree for him.
He has nowhere to TP. He doesn't have a TP.
Oh,
so pull down.
Lamey. Lamey's been caught. Lamey's gone.
That's a full wipe. Tiny did TP in. Maybe he'll die again even.
He probably will. Arteezy's there with the rod of A toss. Avalanche toss is nice, but surely not enough. They'll have Snowball in just a second. They won't even need it. They'll just sprout him up. Another full team wipe to come out for Shopify Rebellion. 3-27.
But you saw that smoke though, right? Like they did get 2 kills off the bat of it and it looked alright. It looked like they might even be able to kill 1 or 2 more. They overextended. Unfortunately, they overextended. They went out under the tier 1 tower. If they just took those two kills and went back, I'm not saying it would win them the game, but you know,
it's a chance.
You get 2 kills here, 2 kills there. Suddenly you're making a small comeback. I'm huffing a lot of opium here, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
So am
I. So am I. Shopify Rebellion onto the Roshan. Aegis to go the way of Arteezy. He'll free up a slot for himself. Going into that Gleipnir next, which makes matters even more challenging against the Prophet. That Gleipnir available, just locking so many heroes down. And they're already TPing that top lane. Immediate TP in from Arteezy into that tree line. Napkin's going to be fine to escape. Esk, he'll run towards the north, trying to find his own way out. Crit going to not connect with the Bushwhack. Remnants towards the north here from Esk, just in case he needs it. Crit seems to know he's still around here somewhere. They have not spotted him yet, though. Looks like Crit is going to give up on the chase. Just thinking Esk has left the building. So Esk will be able to maybe stick around and keep creep skipping for now. Still, it feels like Shopify Rebellion, they're just more than happy to maybe start pressuring that bottom tier 2, or rather the top tier 2 tower. Or maybe just kill Lamey, because Crit is there, just kind of watching the jug at the moment.
Well, you know what? The bleeding at least has stopped. Willingly or not, I'm not sure. It does. I love the OD Dung Beetle, by the way. Yeah, I feel like Shopify, they're a little bit more reserved at the moment. They're just happier
Crit
to just farm and chill. But that might change.
Oh, Lamey, no. He'll go for the spin TP, but Saberlight's there with a Walrus punch to cancel. Love got out. Love ran on that Mirana, but he left Lamey behind, and that's a much bigger target for the side of Shopify Rebellion.
They were just moving in position as well to try and go on Arteezy. It was an option, right? Like they had that Mirana used, they were moving, but this Prophet is way too big. And he has an Aegis, so...
Absolutely huge here. There you go. Mid lane, Napkin being watched now. Arbed trying to move in along with Saberlight. They'll get in with the tag team and the Walrus punch. And it just disappears. Arteezy picking up his 10th kill of the game now. 10-0 and 8 is the kill score for Arteezy. And just really completely uncontested this game. Working on towards the Aghanim Scepter up next. Thiuth, I mean, props to them again. You kind of said it. You know, they're still playing. They're still trying to find a way back into this game. The game is not over. It's sure looking tough. See what they can get done. Maybe if they can find another team fight like they had earlier on and just not get too greedy, maybe they can find an opening for themselves.
Yeah, they have that Battle Fury now as well, completed on Jug. It's not the best item for a team fight, but it can help a little bit at least.
That's something.
If he could get level 12 before this next fight, that would be even better. But they decided to smoke instantly.
I just run right into Arteezy. That's the issue.
I don't want him. He has Aegis still.
They're going to wrap around instead. Maybe just trying to chase down Crit here on the Hoodwink, but he's a slippery bugger here. He's probably not going to get caught out too easily, though I say that. He runs right into them.
Saved.
He is saved indeed. Arbit with the Astral. Gonna buy a bit of time, and now the Gleipnir. It lands on 4 heroes. Arteezy is in from the rear. Oh, Lamy's gone. Love is gone as well. There's only one left, and he's not gonna last too long either.
Yeah, that's the fight, I think.
That's rough. That's a perfect TP in from Arteezy. A 4-man Gleipnir. You couldn't ask for much more.
The Aghanim's coming in clutch as well on OD. He saved the Hoodwink.
Oh.
And then just a perfect turn from all of them. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. When you smoke up as 5 and you can't kill a Hoodwink on time, game becomes a little out of hand.
In SCA we call that emotional damage.
Emotional damage, yeah. Definitely. This is, you know, that there's that roller coaster and there's like denial, despair.
What stage are we in right now, Lizard?
I think they just accepted their fate, you know. It's like, you play it out for the sake of playing it out.
Respect. Avalanche out, they'll see Fly, but it's just all a bait. They know they're going to get jumped right now. 9 getting caught out. There's your Omni, but immediately the Astral going to cancel it off. Arbit with the Axe being a real nuisance. On to Napkin they go. There's your Death Prophet gone. They want a bit more than that, I'm sure. They won't find it quite yet, but they'll move on to the high ground. In fact, never mind Saberlight. He'll just jump in like a Giga Chat. He just doesn't care. Snowball in onto Esk. They want the Ember, and they might just have him. Esk, he's going to try and remnant away, but he'll get Astral up first. Just chipping away at the Ember is Esk. He'll jump in again.
I love how Arteezy just isn't joining. He's on the opposite side of the map, just farming.
Arteezy's doing his job right now. Saberlight, he's going to jump in again. Crit's gone down. There's Arteezy. He's in. Onto Lamy. They'll take down Love first. The Jug dropping low, but Arteezy, he's trapped himself in the tree line. He's going to TP out of there. He's out of the team fight. Still S does end up going down. Love's gone as well. Saberlight, he's the true carry right now. But Napkin, he'll go for a bit of a chase. Fly's dropping low. In fact, they've even got the Tusk quite low as well. Fly, he will drop. Arbit dropping extremely low himself. Esk, he might have a kill on his hands. Saberlight being dealt with as well, but Napkin, he's going to drop. Meanwhile, Arbit, he's going to drop the hammer. That's it. They've called it. They've had enough.
I love the wave there from Esk, you know. I'm pretty sure that was sarcastic. He knew he can't get the OD, but he's like, yeah, sure. I might just as well try standard.